Hello, YouTube. My name is Ariah. That's weird to say, I guess. Yeah, and I'm here with...
Jesus fucking Christ. Jay Wilson, motherfuckers, let's go. Welcome back to the internet. Welcome to the internet type beat.
Yeah, I guess so. And here we are in another timeline.
It's been about fucking what, like since September. It's November now, like late November.
Yeah. So we recorded the last one, the first episode of Meat, on September 5th, 2021. And this one we're recording on November 21st, 2021. Of course, you haven't seen the last one.
We have horrible amounts of like disparity between times we're recording. I got really busy.
Yeah.
I'm still really busy, but I decided that it makes me feel better whenever I record, so I'm recording. But in October, I was busy running a marching band, which is kind of cool, kind of not, because, cringe. Oh, he's a band kid, fuck him, But I've been really busy with that, and I was like, yo, we want to record? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then, like, a bunch of horrible things happened. I don't know. There's just been a lot of stuff going on, and it sucks, because
Ain't that the truth?
Our third recording partner, unfortunately, has suffered... My third recording partner, sorry, I'm going over to plug in my phone so I don't mess with it. But our third recording partner, Mary Jane, unfortunately has passed away. So we have that, and that was part of why October was kind of a whack month. But it's fine, She was a great dog, probably the best dog I've ever had, and I'm really glad that I had her whenever I had her. And I've come to terms with that.
Yeah,
but I
really
wanted to be
that,
transparent and shit, That's all.
I'm really glad that she had played a pivotal role in some of our bits in the channel.
Yeah,
so
I know. And her twin Jane Mary will always be missed.
Yeah. All right.
I love the fact that we know who Jane Mary is and no one else does, because we didn't
Nobody else does.
We didn't explain the bit at all.
We never did, and that's not a big deal. It's fine.
No, I think we just shouldn't explain the bit. It's better that way. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm back. Ariah's back. We're back.
Yeah, it's weird. My name is weird. I'm sorry.
What the fuck are you sorry for? Attention-seeking little shit. Man, no, I'm just kidding. I'm about to turn it into a turf real quick if you don't shut the fuck up. Not really though.
In any case, we are back with Homestuck, and we are last time we started Homestuck Meat with the Homestuck Epilogues Meat.
Yep. And it was long as hell.
That bit was definitely very long. I need to get my thoughts into focus because I am not speaking very well. But yeah, so basically John zapped back into the timeline.
Yep.
We had a huge Dave and Carcat conversation.
Yeah.
About the election, right?
And how he was gonna run in the election, right?
Yeah. Or Dave wanted him to, right?
Yeah, Dave wanted Carcat to run, and Dave was going to be the treasurer because he understands economics. In some weird whack-ass faction. Fashion, Jesus. I mean, technically they are a faction against Jane, but that's different.
Yeah.
Because we still hate Jane. I still want to hate mob on Jane real quick.
Agreed. Jane sucks. And then in the... so John zapped back to the canon. We saw Ariah. There's a whole thing about Gamzee in the fridge.
Yeah. And John was like, you're not going to do anything pivotal in this story, and locks him back in the fridge. Even though in Candy he did all the stuff. But
Yep.
Anyhow.
So shall we jump into the next page?
I believe so.
All right.
Oh my god, look at that red text. That beautiful red text.
You arrive in the land of heat and clockwork in a flash of white. A column of brutally hot air blasts up from the lava below and instantly hits your entire body. Luckily, you're fairly immortal, so the only damage it does is to fog up your glasses a bit. Though the condensation you can make out the shape... Through the condensation you can make out the shapes of Dave and Jade below, as well as two more of you hovering in the air above. Both Johns turn to look at you. On the ground, Dave is talking in a particular cadence, one that is familiar to you. His longtime best buddy, casual, wondering, verging on droning. It's a good indication he'll be monologuing for a while, and probably already has been.
Jesus Christ. Dave's just like walking around seemingly like monologuing. That's great. God, dude. Alright. I'm serious. The thing is, being a time guy, like actually mastering time travel, pretty sure what that involves is learning to never use it. See, it's like karate. Well, it's more like what they say about karate. That you learn it so you don't use it. But we all know the truth about karate is if you know karate, then obviously in reality you use it all the time. Like doing lethal fucking crane kicks and sweet karate chops while it's walking down the street just because you can. It's a goddamn no-brainer. That's what you do with karate. John, what the fuck are you doing here? Or, wait, actually, 3 Johns. Hey, 3 Johns, what the fuck are the 3 Johns doing here?
Isn't this very similar to something we saw in Homestuck proper, at least the first half of this?
I think so, yeah.
I think this is a scene that John popped back into, and there was 2 Johns all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But this is now we have a 3rd John.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
It's a fair question, which logically should have been directed to the oldest and most knowledgeable, John. Nevertheless, one of the younger Johns replies first. I don't know. John, don't worry about it. I'll take things from here.
Johns, don't get me wrong. It's cool that you all randomly dropped by again, but this wasn't really the best time. We were kind of in the middle of a thing here.
Whoops, sorry. Actually, I only came here to swoop in and zap this John away without being seen to retcon away the mess I made earlier. I didn't expect to see another John here. Hey, other John, I said I'll handle it. I'm the only one who actually knows what's going on here.
God damn it, Johns, what the fuck did you do?
Young Dave, please, let me deal with the Johns first, and then I'll explain.
Young Dave? Oh, yeah, why are you a fucking adult now? Do you grow up and start time traveling, dude?
You want to be this version of Jade?
What do you mean this version of Jade? Which version of Jade is it? Oh, it's just
Jade
like
with
AJ.
black text.
How does that sound?
Wasn't that... This was Grimbark Jade.
Grimbark Jade.
Jade working
so, like,
for the Condis.
How did that sound? I can't remember.
I don't remember. Probably just like Jade. I can be Jade if you'd like.
I'll just let you do it. You're better with Jade than I am.
Will someone tell me what the fuck is happening? Johns, there's no reason for you to hang around anymore. Not to sound like a wet blanket, but the things you're trying to accomplish are now useless, so you can just zap away and do whatever you want. Useless. Wait. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm sure you could still go and do what I did when I originally did what you were currently trying to do.
Jesus, John.
In fact, it'll still probably be a very rewarding experience. Some of my best memories happen right after you do what you're about to do next. The point is, you should just go do it, so that you aren't here anymore. I'm here to make sure some new and different important things happen, and those things don't include you. Oh, okay. The useless Johns zap away. You sincerely hope that they have a beautiful and fulfilling youth.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ, what kind of time travel shenanigan bullshit is going on here? Adult John, what the fuck have you done? Is this some time travel shit? Please don't tell me you've been spending the next however many years bungling through time like this, because to be honest, if what I just witnessed has been remotely indicative of shit you get up to recording on a recurring basis, then your future is almost too embarrassing to even think about. This is coming from a teenager who was just in the middle of an angsty episode.
It's true. No, Teen Dave, this is not at all representative of my habits as an adult, but thanks for the concern. I'm not time traveling, and neither were the other Johns. I used my retcon abilities to travel here from the future, in a manner of speaking.
Sounds fucking stupid.
It is stupid, but that's just how things are. I'm a little confused. I'm supposed to be hunting you down and capturing you, but I'm not sure if the adult version of you counts. I think the Condis might just be confused if I brought her an adult John. There'll be a lot of questions that need answering, that's for sure. No, you don't need to capture me, and you wouldn't be able to even if you wanted to, since my existence literally transcends the confines of canon. Well, I guess that simplifies things then.
Explaining canon to fucking characters is so cool. Like that fourth wall break of like, I am above canon. Like, that's so fucking stupid to say. Like, without context, you sound like such like a like, what's the fucking word? I don't even know. It's like, I can't even think of the word. I'll probably think of it later. Pretentious. You sound pretentious as fuck whenever you say that. I am above canon. I don't know.
Yep, pretty much. In that case, would you mind giving me and Dave a few minutes to wrap up our conversation? You're sort of in the middle of something important, I think. No, you really weren't. Sorry to be the bearer of lame news, like I just was to the other Johns, but whatever you were doing, it doesn't matter anymore. Nothing that's happening here matters at all. This session, this whole takeover by the Condis, this isn't how a universe gets made. It's not? No, well, I mean, it is, but it already happened. We already made it, and we've been living in it for years already, from my perspective.
Oh, yeah? How is it?
Pretty cool. I mean, a little boring at times, but hey, that's life.
Yeah, that's about how I thought it would be. So what now? If it's all a done deal, like preemptively speaking, can we all just relax or what?
Actually, no.
Fuck.
I just realized why she sent me to this point in time, to start recruiting you all.
What? Who?
Rose.
Why'd she do that? What do you mean recruit? What the hell is going on?
This is the moment just after you made your legendary cue ball sword. You're going to need it.
For what?
To come fight Lord English with me. Dave's eyebrows descend beneath his sunglasses. You feel pretty bad because you're about to completely circumvent the life-changing epiphany he's just had that you know for a fact will make him a happier, chiller, and altogether more well-balanced human being.
Aw, shit.
What? John, he is not going to fight Lord English just yet. He's staying right here. Old lady's orders.
Old lady's orders.
Actually, yep. Actually, yes, he is. And so are you. We all are. OMG, how dare you? Jade, you're brainwashed. Sorry, but nothing you're saying now means anything. It's fine, though. You'll stop being brainwashed once I zap you outside the influence of the Condis. You're not zapping me anywhere. Haha. Yes, I am. Watch this. Zap Grimbark Jade out of there.
Fuck. Just kidnapped a bitch, I guess.
Yep. You set a hand on Jade's shoulder and zap her off to a better place. Then you touch down on the concrete surface where the whole pointless confrontation was taking place so that you can talk Dave around whatever it is he's going through right now. Dave, like his ecto-sister, really needs to get in an absurd amount of extraneous words before he can fully process the situation. The mayor tips his head at you and fiddles with his sash. God damn, you missed the mayor.
The mayor!
The mayor!
No! You can't just bring the mayor in here and expect me not to fucking cry. You assholes.
Yeah.
So what do we do next?
Well, I'll leave you to hang out with Jade for a bit while I go round up the others.
What others? Like, everyone?
Yes, Rose and the other four.
I see, so sorry if I seem a little slow here, I'm just trying to figure this out. You're telling me that I made this sword because I'm destined to defeat Lord English, and we've all been training for that day our whole lives to some extent, more or less. We are actually successful here, like we overthrow the Condis and make a universe and everything, and then we sit on our asses for several years in the new universe and become adults and lead mostly boring lives instead of going off to fight him?
Yes.
Guess that makes sense. Now that I think about it, that's probably what I would want to do by the time we finally wrap up this whole hot mess.
Yep, it is what you wanted to do. And pretty much everyone else agreed, including me, so that's what we did.
Which, I guess begs the question, if it seemed pointless at the time and nobody could be asked to go fight him when we all had our shit together, why has it suddenly become important to go back and beat him beat him years later after we become a bunch of lazy adults with boring lives?
I pretty much have the same questions, Dave. There are probably some pretty good answers to that. Definitely some complicated answers. But to be honest, I kind of forgot what they actually were.
God damn it, John.
It has something to do with canon unraveling and such. We all live outside canon in the future, and if we don't do this, everything will stop meaning anything.
Does anything you just said actually mean anything in the first place?
That's a great question, Dave. One that I can't say I'm qualified to answer. I think the bottom line here is, this is what Rose said we had to do, so that's why we're doing it.
This is the most Homestuck thing I've ever seen. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bullshit reason if I ever heard one.
You might be right, but is it less of a bullshit reason than any other reason we currently have to go fight him?
Damn, you're right. I don't know how you did it, but you somehow instantly sold me completely. Fuck you, adult Egbert. I love adult
Still got
Egbert.
it.
Adult Egbert. Is Egbert? I don't fucking know, man. I love this shit. This is the most Homestuck thing ever. It's like, it makes me feel good.
I love it. Yeah, flashbacks to Act 6, Act 6, Act 5. Or Act 6, Act 6, Intermission 5.
XXX. The Homestuck, the only book with like 20,000 intermissions within it.
Yep. You zap Dave off to where he needs to go. The mayor is still staring at you, blinking his buggy little eyes. You shoot him a warm smile and a thumbs up before bouncing off into the ether of infinity.
The ether wasn't the ether disproved?
The ether of infinity? I don't know what the ether is.
Ether is like a theory that somebody came up with. I think it was Tesla had the idea for the no, he didn't have the idea for the ether, but he believed in the idea of the ether. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like some it's all around us type shit. I don't fucking know how to explain it. A physicist, a buddy of mine, explained it, and I don't understand physics, so.
I see. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest.
Imagine being a physicist. Couldn't be your boy. All I know is Mayor go burn. It makes me happy.
Oh boy. Dave and Dirk. The stands of the Cantown Memorial Arena, okay, so we're back to the future,
Yeah.
are packed front to back with audience members from every kingdom. Presently, the crowd is going nuts, enthralled by Jake English's skillful posing, and mollified by the deeply theatrical stage dive that Dirk has just taken onto the mat. Dirk, in fact, has unquestioningly eaten shit. His shit-eating was so brutal that no one, except maybe Jake, cares that he's taking a phone call in the middle of a live broadcast. And no one should, really. The broadcast has been going for 3 hours already. Dave takes a seat on the couch, right in Carcat's butt groove. He observes his battered ecto-father, who is lying inside a wreath of busted robot limbs, like a piece of absolute garbage.
Bro, I'm watching you on the tube, and I gotta say, while the beatdown you just received was as thorough as it was humiliating, I'm afraid, as usual, the solution to this problem should probably not involve your decapitation, you fucking drama queen.
Do you want to be Dirk as well, or do you want me to be Dirk?
I don't care either way.
Me neither. What you thinking?
I'll talk to myself, fuck it.
Okay. Actually, no, you know what? Jake's down here. I'll be Dirk because
you
like Jake, right?
Sounds good.
Or you're good at Jake. Damn, are you sure?
Yeah, Jake just kicked your ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter.
You're probably right, but still not entirely sure we should be so quick to rule out my beheading as a catch-all solution to any given problem. It really could save us all in a lot of trouble in the future, especially me.
I thought that said a cat call solution. I was so confused. Oh god, it could really save us all. Fuck. I just fucking caught that.
It's a nod to Candy.
It's really amazing how this meme we have going here continues to be exactly as funny as the day it was established.
Isn't it always, though?
Yeah, by the way, how did you get your ass kicked so bad? Jake sucks and his raps are fucking awful. Please tell me this garbage show is as rigged as it looks.
On the TV, Dirk makes an elegant hand sign that once might have represented solidarity with some ancient coastal rap group, but now has been utterly divorced from its cultural context here on Earth C. The camera pans away from him and over the crowd. It zooms in on a young crocodile wearing an oversized t-shirt with Jake's highly marketable ass plastered over it, and the phrase "Tally-ho" written in big bubble letters.
Tally-ho!
Tally-ho, H-O, of course.
Dude, wait. What was the fucking one? He was like, there was like a part in Homestuck where he was sitting there screaming random phrases, and it was my favorite thing in the entire world.
Yeah, it was the best.
Hello, nurse!
Yeah, Hello Nurse was one of them. It was great.
I think Hello Nurse was the most random and amazing one that we had.
Yeah.
Oh my god, sorry.
No, you're good. Hey, great. Yep. Dave, there's such a thing as showmanship. I'm sure I don't need to explain this to you of all people.
Okay, cool, it's fake, just making sure.
We really don't like to use that word.
Lamau, okay.
Holding back a little to achieve certain results doesn't necessarily mean you're participating in a farce or rigging the event. We do this all the time. We hold back our thoughts, our true feelings, our full potential. We disguise how much we know about what and when for many purposes, to ease relations, to let others behave naturally and make up their minds without undue intervention, to wait for the right moments to show our hands, to pick up our battles. In life, there are many reasons to show restraint, which would never be regarded as an attempt to rig reality.
Oof, my dog, you are full of some shit today, aren't you?
Absolutely. And when it comes to theater, there are just as many reasons for restraint. To build tension, to set the stage, to give the people someone to root against.
Is that what you're doing now? Making people root against you?
What? But losing a round? No, man. That's just standard pacing when it comes to the art of... pacing stuff when it comes to art of battlecraft.
No, I mean by holding up the whole fight by talking to me. I can see you on TV. They're booing you, dude.
The crowd has indeed finally exhausted both its patience and its thirst for the ceaseless ogling of Jake's impressive glutes. The camera swings around to focus on Dirk, who, since landing on his self-admittedly second-rate ass, has not moved except to make arcane, rap-related hand gestures. The excitable salamander manning the camera switches to a fisheye lens for some unfathomable reason, giving the whole exchange an air of demented absurdity. Dirk's sunglasses distort and stretch to dominate the entire screen. Then yes, I guess that is what I'm doing.
Jake is the one with the English accent, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. Dick, are you going to be much longer with your telephone call? The crowd is getting feisty. You didn't get too badly winded from our last scrum, did you, Dick?
No, Jake. I'm fine. Just be a minute.
What about the agitated rabble? They're starting to throw things.
I don't know. Do a dance or something. Sing a song. I love anything you do.
Okay, sounds stupid, but I'll try.
Jake tips an imaginary hat towards center stage and begins doing the Charleston.
Yeah! Jake just doing the Charleston in the middle of it to, like, take away from Dirk.
Yep. Dave is subjected to an entire fish eye lens full of Jake's booty shorts flexing and constricting against his tan thighs.
I hate the fact that they spend so much time talking about his fucking ass.
Yeah. Just as Dirk predicted, the crowd immediately loses its shit, except for a single Carpathian in the front row who continues to glower at Dirk with an expression of absolute and total contempt.
As a straight white male, I am uncomfortable. What do you want people to hate you so much? It's fucked up.
You're reading way too much into it. If I wanted another round of embarrassingly indulgent and mutually masturbatory psychoanalysis, I would have called my daughter instead.
So I need to point out how fucking weird what you just said was, or can that start going without saying at this point?
I think you can go without saying.
Nice.
The point is, playing myself up as a villain figure in this hacky rap pageant has nothing to do with getting people to dislike me. Besides, everyone loves a good villain. When they boo, they don't really mean it. I think you'd be surprised by how popular I actually am.
I don't know, man.
Something flies out of the audience and smacks Dirk in the side of the head before flopping out of view of the camera. He doesn't react or make a facial expression at all.
Did someone just throw a diaper at you?
There's gonna be some diapers, yeah.
That sounds bad.
The point is, this is much less about me and more about providing a foil for Jake's heroism and charisma. It's very important that his popularity continues to be cultivated to maximize his political capital.
Political capital? What the fuck Okay, how long have you known about the Jane thing? I mean, is this something you've been planning for, like, a long time, or...?
Planning is such an intense word.
God damn it.
Look, let's just say there have been some kind of conversations. Does that meet with your approval?
Jane is a shitty candidate, dude. She's going to be so shitty.
I thought you'd feel that way. I respectfully disagree.
I get she's a good friend of yours and all, but even you have to admit how far up her own ass she is.
Of course, I consider it to be among her best qualifications for the job.
Christ, okay, if nothing else, if you at least taking into account the devastation to the economy this will cause.
You know perfectly well how much we differ on fiscal policy. Maybe this isn't the best time for one of our epic debates on the subject.
Yeah, what was I thinking, wasting the time of the dude currently holding up a televised rap contest so bad he's getting diapers thrown at him?
Dave, I think if you search your soul, you'll come to the same conclusion I have. Jane is just what this planet needs. We've all had our fun here, but it's easy to overlook the fact that civilization on Earthsea is hardly a sustainable proposition. Just beneath the surface, it's quite a dangerous and unstable place.
I know that, which is why actually I think it would be cool to have a president that is good instead of bad.
He's not as great as you think.
What, who? Obama? How dare you?
No, fool, Carcat.
How dare you talk shit about my boy Obama? Best Homestuck character. Can we be honest with ourselves?
Agreed.
Oh.
I think your heart's the right place, but the dude is a complete amateur. He'll get eaten alive. I also have a hard time imagining he even wants the job. Really, it's an awful idea for him to even run. Think about how much it's going to inflame the interspecies tensions. Think about how much it's going to inflame the interspecies tensions on this planet. Is that what you really want? I'm happy for both of you, really. It's nice that you encourage and support each other in this way. But you're sending him on a fool's errand, which can only end badly. Dave opens his mouth to argue, but something else occurs to him.
I just think it's interesting whenever friends really, like they disagree politically, you know what I mean? Like, I've been taking a civics class, and me and my buddy Adam, everyone in the Discord knows him, he's a good friend of mine. But we got, like, complete opposite sides of the political spectrum, and I was very confused.
Yeah.
Because, like, well, I mean, I honestly shouldn't have been surprised, but, like, I went, like, full Democrat and he went full Republican type shit. Which, I mean, it's whatever. I don't think it's wrong to have a different political view or anything. I don't. He's not a bad person or anything for it. But I just thought it was very interesting, like, that two people with completely opposing views get along so well.
Yeah, was it like a political compass type test? Like,
yeah, we took political compass tests.
Okay.
I got bottom left, I think.
So like
I don't remember.
Like left libertarian style.
Yeah, I think so.
Did he get top right or bottom right?
I think he got bottom right.
I see.
And but we also took a test that was just based on like what political parties we were a part of, and I got like socialist and fucking Green Party. Well, Green Party is what I got the most of because I like the environment. But
yeah,
I got.
Well, I mean, if you're bottom left, then you're far away from Democrat. Democrat is like center right. So
I don't know. It's weird. I got I got different things. I wasn't like the very bottom. I was like a little bit bottom left, like enough to be considered bottom left.
Yeah, still. I mean, like I am fully bottom left, but like.
I'm not sure where I am on this spectrum, but I don't know. I don't care enough about politics to really care that much. I just think it's interesting when people like oppose so much. Because as soon as he saw that I had like the Socialist Party is one of the ones closest to mine, then he was like, "You fucking communist," and I was like, "God damn it, Adam."
Yep, I am indeed a communist.
Communism, if it was actually ran well, would be really good. However, it doesn't feel like it ever will be.
It'd be very difficult to get to there from here.
I agree, but I don't think. Like, I was talking with a teacher about this. I don't think to fix our political landscape that communism's the way to go.
No, socialism is.
True. If my parents heard that, I'd die, so... Especially growing up in a Republican household, it's weird.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Wait, how do you even know he's entering the race? We, just decided this.
A competent political operative has his ways. Besides, it was always pretty obvious to me that you'd react this way the moment the announcement was made.
Okay, that's kind of creepy, I guess, but it doesn't change anything. He's running for president. He's gonna fucking win, end of story.
Fair enough.
So now I'm wondering, since you and Jane have been planning this for a while, how many key endorsements have you locked up? Because if you've already got Jake on your side, then I guess we might as well just fucking quit.
I wouldn't worry about that. He and I don't quite have the rapport we once did. He's over me and doesn't spare opportunities to make ostentatious demonstration of his claim. Basically, he doesn't like being told what to do, especially not by me. So it's fair to say, as of now, he's still fully in play. Not that I should be encouraging you, really.
You're one double-talking son of a bitch, you know that? I can't tell if you don't want us to run or a reverse psychology mind-fucking us into running.
Doesn't matter.
I guess not. Not like I can just stand around and wait for President Crocker to, write fucking grammar laws into the Constitution.
Oh, boy.
Grammar Nazi type B.
Good. That's a heroic attitude to have, which I'm pleased to hear. Even if your plan is stupid, which it is, and even if Carcat would be an atrocious president, which he would.
Nuh-uh.
Sorry to cut this short, but diapers are starting to come down pretty hard right now, and some of them haven't even had their babies removed.
What?
That was a joke. Goodbye, Dave. God damn it, Dirk.
Jesus Christ.
Dirk hangs up the phone and wipes off his face. The mood in Cantown Memorial Arena is tense, snapping and popping from the dual cooling and heating of the audience's expectations and tempers. An uneven silence begins to fall over the stadium as Dirk hops to his feet. Jake can't help but watch the motion, raking his eyes over the muscles shifting beneath the skin of Dirk's neck and arms. There is something implacably magnificent about Dirk Strider, Jake thinks, untamed like a wild game beast of incredible size and strength. Of course, their history together is never far from Jake's mind, however many years it's been since their last tussle of an amorous nature. The old dramas and triumphs in the days of Spurb. Dirk's companionship has been taxing to the heart, to say the least, and yet he's taught Jake so much about combat, philosophy, life, love. But sometimes, despite their checkered and problematic past, Jake wishes that he could seize Dirk by the proverbial horns and wrest him bodily into becoming a much more agreeable fellow. Then again, who would Dirk be if he wasn't so contentious and imperious? Certainly not someone to inspire such wistful lollygagging. Jake cannot help but observe. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry for the
Jake's
momentary
in
diversion,
love.
Jake. Yeah. Sorry for the momentary diversion, Jake. Now where were we?
Momentary? Gadzooks, man, you're on the phone for half a friggin' hour. I know you like to get the crowd all hot and bothered, but we are supposed to be professionals here.
You're right, my bad. Won't happen again. How about you kick off the next round? I bet this crowd will settle this shit right down with the moment you drop the latest rhymes you've been tinkering with. You know, the ones.
You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. Jake's face lights up. He composes himself, adjusting a bow tie, although he's not wearing one, and making a vague gesture like he's twirling one into that mustache Dirk has not let him grow. Dirk lets him go with a gentle smile, like the sort you'd give to a dog for performing a trick adequately. Jake responds to the signal like an Olympic athlete hearing the starter pistol. He was born for this.
I'm so excited. Jesus Christ. Tally ho, it's me, Jakes McGee. I'm popping my pistols off, 2 shots and a kiss. My aim is tops, I never miss. 1 shot to the heart and the other to your lips. I'm heedless, you can't impede this. While these cads are all hat and very little cattle. Cattle so weak one fears they might be feedless. So I prattle and digress you to try to make your aggress in the middle of the battle, but surely ye jest? Fiddle faddle! My rhymes are known to bring the rattle. I rattle those bones right down to the bit. I'm a mellifluous old chap who knows how to take a hit. I'm the tip top of the morning. A rip-roaring halt to your snoring, like pouring butter on bacon. The hunger awakens all the rascally scallywags and dastardly jackanapes. That's weird. Always asking me, mate, what is shaking? With golden gas pipes such as Jake Ings. I'm dodging their shit. I'm dodging their shade and ducking their jape slings, while rump stokes a thirst that my rhymes have been slaking.
God damn it.
That was the most British dumb debauchery. The top of the morning is Irish.
Yeah.
But like that was like the most whack fucking rap I think I've ever read.
The crowd, as Dirk rightly predicted, has settled its shit right down. This is not due to any accidental brilliance on the part of Jake English, but rather due to the abashed but loyal brand of pity the kind of devoted fan cannot help but feel when they see a beloved celebrity make an ass of themselves during a live broadcast they've waited 2.5 years in line to buy a ticket for. Dirk's phone begins going off again.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
One of the splendid lads and ladies asked me, how do you do, I?
Whoops, Jake, sorry to cut you off. It looks like I'm getting another call. Really need to take this one. Gonna have to wrap this battle up sooner than scheduled. With a casual flick of his wrist, Dirk snaps out a bright red tranquilizer handgun and shoots Jake in the neck. Jake's glasses crack when he hits the mat.
Jesus Christ!
A chorus of boos rises up from the crowd like groundwater. Dirk artfully dodges a bucket of obscene troll fluid to field yet another very important personal call. Yo, Rose, what's up?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
That was beautiful.
That was amazing. I think that Jake is a better rapper than Dave and Dirk combined. I want to release a rap in the same style as Jake.
Hell yeah.
How many things have we said that we were going to do musically now?
So many, and probably none of them are going to end up happening.
None of them are ever going to happen, as much as I hate that.
We still gotta make a Miracles music video at some point.
When I come up to Michigan, that's what's going to happen.
Yep. Oh boy.
God, dude, we still haven't released that video we made whenever you were down here.
I know.
I keep forgetting that exists.
Yeah, we should. I need to edit that.
One of these days, we're going to have to take some time for it.
Yeah. Look up. The sky is really blue, but it's a different kind of blue than our sea sky. It's less, somehow, like someone took a photo of the sky and turned the contrast down a little, just enough to make the clouds blend into the horizon. That is to say, it isn't the kind of sky promised by a paradise planet, just an ordinary one. You realize suddenly how much you've missed the ordinary, as opposed to the supposedly perfect. You've been away from home almost as many years as you lived there. It's not just the sky. Everything else is exactly and nothing like you remembered it. The scent of damp grass, the quality of the air, the solitude. There's nothing but white houses and maple trees as far as the eye can see. A woodpecker raps away incessantly at the tree with the tire swing outside your old bedroom window. You couldn't think of anywhere else to go, so you and your little army are sitting in a circle in your old backyard exactly 1 week before the meteors hit. It's you, Rose, Dave, Jade, and all 4 of your teenage progenitors, each dressed in god-tier garb. No trolls. No one who can die from anything less than a heroic sacrifice. At least, this is what you assume to be the reasoning for Rose's instructions to assemble your party this way. Wind slices down the street, between the neat rows of bungalows. It's chilly, carrying air from the mountaintops with it. Even that feels different. The wind moves through you now, under your skin, and right into your bones, skimming their hollows the same way it does to the homes of the salamander neighborhoods, or the open mailbox in front of your childhood house. The smell of a cake baking wafts from the open window, and the sick stench of browning sugar fills the yard. You used to hate that too, but now it makes you want to... Dude, don't cry in front of the cool teen versions of your friends. You hold back your tears with a big, ugly snort. Jake is sort of ruining the mood anyway by bouncing away in your old green slime pogo. Doesn't he realize how dangerous that thing is? Of course not, the fool. Dave fractures the silence by broaching a subject that's on everyone's mind but yours, apparently.
So what's gonna happen to everyone left in the wrecked timeline?
Well, I don't know, actually. I've been to that timeline 4 times now, and it's always pretty much goes to shit.
Oh.
You want to be Rose?
Sure. This has been bothering me as well. Is Kanai gonna be okay? And by Kanai, I guess I mean everyone? I forgot how to do a Rose voice.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, yeah, shit. Yeah, what about Karkat and Terezi and the mayor?
Oh my god.
What?
Actually, Dave, I hate to say it, but I think John might have actually saved the mayor by bringing us all here.
What? What could that possibly even mean?
I just remembered, before John zapped us all here and unbrainwashed me, I think I was going to kill the mayor.
You bitch! What the fuck, Jade? No, Jade, that is seriously uncool.
I know, I was going to kick him right into the lava.
That is fucked up on so many levels. I don't even know where to begin. It's like an Escher staircase of cartoon villainy. It's like an Escher staircase of cartoon villainy. I got nothing. It's so...
Grimbark? Woof woof.
Jesus, no, Jade. It's stone cold evil. I can't believe you just said that shit and then woofed at me. I can't. I can't even look at you right now. Don't even speak to me. Talk to the hand.
Everyone, if one turns to look at you immediately, like you're an authority, which you kind of are, you are struck with the sudden and uncomfortable realization that you are the only adult in the yard. You've never felt like an adult until this moment. 18 came and went, and nothing really changed except that you're pretty certain you could grow a bitchin' mustache now if you wanted. And you might even have one by now, if you didn't feel a sense of duty to uphold the sacred Egbert family tradition of shaving at least once per day, even if it isn't really necessary. You owe at least that much to the memory of your departed father. Aw. Let's chill out for a minute. I'm sure this is all very confusing to all of you. About the timeline you're leaving behind, yeah, I get it, it's weird. I've already left 1 major timeline behind, well, 2 if you count the one I just came from, where we're all adults. The truth is, I have no idea what happens to these timelines and all the people living in them, when I just zap out of them, to use my retcon powers to change stuff. They might stop existing completely, I don't know. The thing is, we can't really think about it. It's tough, but if we're all acting like heroes here, and trying to do the right thing, then we have to put it all behind us. It's a sacrifice we're making. I mean, we're risking our lives by fighting a powerful monster, sure. But the sacrifice I'm talking about is saying goodbye to the life that we thought we belonged to, and all the people in it. Probably forever. It sucks, and I'm sorry I had to ask this of all of you, but there's no other way. Everyone who has ever existed and will ever exist is counting on us, I think. So, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh god, that's a lot.
Shrug. It's all you can think to do to punctuate your speech of lukewarm inspirational value. Judging from the confused looks of the others, all of them may share your assessment of your own oratorical skills, except for one person. She's perked up at your spiel regarding you with the alert and admiring eyes. Are you Roxy?
Yeah. Damn, John, I know we just met and all, but that was a fine-ass speech, and I don't know if I speak for the rest of my peeps here, but I'm fucking psyched. Let's do this shit.
She wonks at
Wonk! I miss the wonking. I miss wonking so much!
Oh, God. You weren't prepared to get passively hit on by the definitely not legal version of a girl you just have a crush on. At the age she was when you first met her.
John, you can't be a pedophile. That's not okay.
Only a few hours after you after you watch the actually legal version of her engage in a passionate hand-holding with her possibly aromantic skeleton alien monster girlfriend, you start to sweat, and again the unwelcome odor of undercooked meat emanating from your body makes itself known to your nose. Oh, thanks. Anyway, we need to make battle plans.
Jesus Christ.
You quickly distance your mind from any additional discomforting thoughts about your old and semi-ex flame, and propel yourself into a wildly unrehearsed tactical planning session. You review each of your abilities, strengths, and weaknesses, and then cobble together a reasonably sound approach to besieging a young and bratty version of Lord English by way of a surprise attack. The planning is mostly disorganized and structureless, although some common themes that often recur involve you and your original 3 friends leading the charge. Since you're the oldest and wisest, and therefore the strongest, with the exception of Jade, whose gaudy array of powers make her the most formidable of the group, bar none, aside from that, it appears the consensus is that the melee will likely devolve into an absolute free-for-all, at least going by the general patterns of incoherent banter, shit-talking, and points of pedantic tactical disagreement plaguing the jam session. You overhear someone making mention of a huge gay hope bubble. That can't be right, but you didn't catch who said it. A flamboyant pink spell? Yeah, this conversation's off the rails now. At the precise moment you believe the meeting has outlasted its usefulness, Jake does you the favor of effectively pounding the gavel for adjournment by rocking back a bit too far on your lawn pogo and launching himself over the top of the ride on the next bounce. He fates plants right into the dirt.
Jeepers!
Oh boy. It's fun. They're planning, and it's not. They're not
Gay
really
hope bubble. Let's
anywhere.
go.
Gay hope bubble. Oh, Jake.
Gay hope bubble.
Dirk goes to help your yard clean the Jake off its dirt. Jade follows to help out. It seems she wants to chat with Jake, considering it's the first time they've met, from her perspective. Some eruptions of chatter can be heard from other members of the group. It's easy to forget, since the reunion between your friends and all your young relatives happened so long ago from your point of view. But this is all quite novel to everyone here. They've hardly had a moment to process it, since your plan to drag them all off to fight Lord English has understandably stolen the thunder of an otherwise poignant homecoming. Poor kids, you think. You decide to give the teens some space to work through their shit before you take off to save the universe. You end up wandering all the way around to the other side of your house and back until you reach a window facing the neighbor's fence. You can see straight into your dad's study from here. You go still, feet rooted to the ground, heart hammering in your ribs. Your dad's sitting right there, smoking his pipe and operating his professional-looking, boring gray PDA. He's got the kitchen timer set up on his desk, and you can hear the notes of his favorite fatherly jazz album filtering out through a window, which is open only an inch. The sun is hitting the glass in such a way that you can't see his face. Oh, God, John.
No.
It's probably the last time you'll ever have a chance to talk to him.
Don't make me cry, John.
The urge is overwhelming, but you can't. And not just because your feet won't move and your throat is closing up. It's just that it would be a really bad idea to bother him. It would totally freak him out to have an adult version of his son show up out of the blue and knock on his window like a creep. He probably wouldn't even recognize you. Fair enough. It's time to go, John. You return to the backyard. Your teen friends have split off into genetically segmented groups. Roxy and Rose sitting in the grass. Jade and your shared ecto-parents laughing together by the green slime pogo. And the Striders leaning against the farthest fence with a tense foot and a half of space between them. It's heartwarming, but something doesn't feel right about it to you, possibly for selfish reasons. It's the selfishness of your own perspective, of wanting the memories you had of the reunion between all of these people to be the most notable and legitimate manifestation of this event. To see the moment echo or play out all over again, to overhear the heartfelt confessions repeat themselves. It feels cheap, to you that is, to the man who lived through it all before and selfishly doesn't want to have the memory tarnished with a tawdry reprisal, an exhibition of counterfeit emotional catharsis among pale shadows of those who care most in the world. You wonder, do you see these teen versions of your friends as real? Are you treating them, at Rose's behest, as simple puppets? doing your part to insist they fill friend-shaped recesses in an essential plan to stabilize all else that can be considered important, a distinction no longer applying to them? Do you care at all about whatever fate it may be that you are sentencing these children to? Are you becoming as complicit in the fatalistic evils of Paradox Space as Lord English himself? Are you becoming a monster, John Egbert? You can't bear to watch them bond any further than this, nor can you tolerate another moment of your self-incriminating reverie. You wait one more minute before breaking it up, and not a second longer. Hey kids.
Please, adult John, don't do that.
Wow, I am reading quite a lot.
You are. This is the Ariah show.
Yep, I just have to make sure to drink water so I don't lose my voice.
Stay hydrated, folks.
Rose gets up from the grass, elegant as a fold in the paper, and brushes down her skirt. She tilts her head at you, looking very much like your Rose did when she saw you off that morning. It's obvious that she's trying very hard to hide her apprehension.
Interesting. Is it time to go?
Yeah, I mean, no, if you want to be technical. I can zap us in wherever, whenever. We have all the time in the universe if we want it.
But if we don't leave now, you're afraid we never will?
After all these years in the reverse direction, she still has your number. I guess it's true that people don't really change, they just grow up. Rose gives Roxy a strange look, appearing to silently acknowledge an entire conversation that has been taking place, using a great volume of words that aren't being spoken.
I guess.
She smiles. Get the show on the road. Okay, everyone, I've never zapped this many people before, so let's all just hold hands maybe in a circle. I mean, that should work.
God, this is so lame.
It's not lame, it's perfect.
Nah.
Shh, alright, is everyone ready then? Only Jade says yes enthusiastically. Everyone else takes a deep breath and looks around at each other. Hands are taken, some tentatively, some firmly. When all sweaty teenage palms are correctly clasped, you place your own hand on Jade's shoulders and concentrate on where you need to go. The last thing you hear before zapping away is your dad's kitchen timer going off in his study.
Oh. I'm gonna cry.
Oh, boy. Now I assume this is
cry.
back. Yeah, this is back to the future.
Back to the future.
Dirk got a call from Rose during the show still.
All right. Anyways, the boxing bell is going off like it's having a fit. Dirk has to stick a finger in one ear to hear what Rose is saying over the cacophony of booze and buckets being lobbed towards the stage. Remember what was happening last time?
I thought I was about to laugh.
Because Dirk and Jake were having well, Dirk was calling with Dave, and Jake was having a moment.
Exactly.
And nobody likes Dirk anymore.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, like, the audience is booing at Dirk because Dirk's just taking a phone call while they're like doing a live show.
Exactly.
And then Jake's trying to like. I remember I clicked on the last page. Jake was trying to like entertain the audience by himself and failed miserably.
Exactly.
And then Dirk all of a sudden, just shoots Jake with a tranquilizer. He gets knocked out, and Dirk answers another phone call.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
And that's where. And then of course, there was some John and past kids stuff that happened between this and
as you do.
He considers it all pretty fucking annoying, so he flips off the crowd and jumps the ropes. Always a good idea to abscond from the stadium before the customary show-end riots hits full swing. The last standing robot scoops up Jake's unconscious body and cradles him to its chest before blasting off through the roof. On the other end of the phone, Rose lets him know what's up. All right. I'll be Rose, you'll be Dirk?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Cool. It's not so much what's up as what is down, the answer to which, proverbially, me. I mean that both physically and philosophically, by the way.
You're down philosophically?
Yes.
I'm not sure what that actually means.
What doesn't it mean, Dirk?
Glad to see that my genetic predisposition for melodrama is still alive and well in my slime progeny, even after all these years.
Please don't interrupt. This is important, and I'll need all the energy I can spare to sustain even a heavily monologic transmission of the relevant facts.
I see. Forgive my brief casual interjection into the conversation you initiated. Please continue.
Thank you. Anyway, the matter at hand is my condition, in quotes, with which you're already familiar. I've struggled to devise the right way of telling you without causing undue alarm, which would unquestionably trigger the overbearing tendency of yours to solve the problem For me, which is not the kind of circumstance my constitution can withstand these days. I can barely lift a wrist to my forehead to telegraph my infirmity of late. Your bullshit is. Your bullshit is precisely the 1,000-pound feather that could knock me clean through my apartment's plate glass window.
This is troubling to hear, of course, but rest assured, I'm taking solace in the fact that your infirmity doesn't seem to have spread to your vocal cords yet.
See, Dirk, this is exactly the shit I don't need from you on this day.
Sorry.
The bottom line is this. I am ascending, and it is terrible.
Wait, what does she mean she's ascending?
Well, we've seen that word a lot in Homestuck, but
well, yeah,
in this context, I've got no idea.
She's already ascended, though, hasn't she?
Well, she's ascended to God tier.
Well, what's past God tier? Is she about to become like a Titan?
I don't know.
If we're talking Greeks, that's the next step.
Rose adjusts her position on the couch with the body language of one about to dive into the latest gossip about a mutual friend. The mutual, in this case, her tortured psyche. Years of refining my Siri of light powers have cursed me with what is approaching near infinite prescience. Probably.
Interesting.
Because it's like spelled like prescience, but it's like conscience is
C-O-N. I don't know.
So I assume it's prescience, like
I think
conscience.
prescience would work.
Infinite prescience. Dwelling in this idyllic post-canon realm has worn down the barriers separating my primary consciousness from the memories and experiences of all my doomed alternate selves, which were forgotten and discarded over the due course of our journey. As I approach the realization of my ultimate self, I cannot stop the extent of knowledge from seeping in. I am plagued by near-constant visions from the less fortunate versions of myself, as well as a broadening view of the metatextual nature of our existence. Oh, I'm yawning so much. I'm sorry. Jeez.
You're fine, my friend.
Day by day, I get closer to comprehending the full picture of the narrative. However, I'm still trapped in this limited body. There's only so much strain that my very finite synapses can take. It drains all my energy to keep my consciousness focused on relevant events, but even then, I am losing my ability to discern what is and is not canonically relevant, let alone what is also true or essential. And all of this is making me incredibly fucking sick.
Oh, is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the spirit of full disclosure, same.
Rose is silent on the line for a few minutes.
Hits her with a fucking same. Same.
Dirk can hear how labored her breathing is, how thin it is. She snorts out a quick humorless laugh. Really? That's the hottest take you can manage?
Of course not. They haven't built a vessel yet that could withstand the temperatures of atmospheric entry into one of my hotter takes, let alone the hottest. It wasn't a take, it was an empathetic admission toward my pitiable, similarly omniscient-stricken offspring. We are suffering from the same condition, Rose. Is that why Dirk killed himself?
Huh. Maybe.
Like, it was all, like, way too fucking, like, much for him to handle, so he just ended it. That's weird.
Yeah, perhaps.
That's bizarre. Yeah, but it ended for Rose once he picked the Candy timeline, remember?
Yeah.
But in the Meat timeline, then she instantly becomes like that.
It doesn't end. Yeah, interesting. That's interesting.
I don't know, that's just my first thought.
Yeah, no, totally agree. It's interesting that Rose got better when John picked Candy, but not when he picked Meat.
It's completely and utterly bizarre.
Also, this conversation with Dirk is interesting.
I agree.
She allows several rare conversational beats to pass in silence between them to process the admission. We are?
Sure.
It doesn't sound to me like you're suffering much at all.
Well, I'm not. I guess I used the wrong phrase. You're suffering from it. I'm adapting to it. I already have, really.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. How did he adapt to it when she can't even function?
When were you going to tell me this?
When you were ready.
So you've determined that I'm ready to receive this rather critical piece of information now, of all times. What distinguishes the present from the other moments you could have mentioned? You could have mentioned it. Were you waiting for the effects of my condition to become so unendurable that I finally felt the need to explain what was happening to me in full? Were you, in essence, waiting for a cry for help?
Wow, well, when you put it that way, it makes me sound like kind of a dick, but I guess it isn't far from the truth either.
Unbelievable.
Look, it's not something you just spring on people that frivolously. Hey folks, just so you know, the boundaries of my awareness are coming apart. Now I know almost everything about everyone everywhere. Also, the process should be tearing my body apart, but actually I'm handling it quite well. Thanks for the concern, though. Anyway, just thought I'd keep y'all fucking abreast on my incomprehensible brains and all. Peace.
Fine, you're a cagey guy. This isn't breaking news. I'm not pissed at you. I'm just so confused. Why aren't you suffering the same effects as me?
There will be time to explain all this, despite whatever appearance of callousness I'm maintained in withholding this information from you. I actually do have your best interest in mind. I don't want to wear you out on this call. There's so much more to say, but I can wait. For now, I'll just mention that I've been alert to your problem for some time, and I've been devising a solution which should permanently remedy it without compromising the boon of your expanding consciousness.
Huh.
What's he trying to do?
So this is clearly not why Dirk killed himself, maybe.
I don't know.
He seems...
I'm curious.
Yes, I have no idea. You have? What is it?
Would love to tell you, but I've got some work to do. Why don't you stop by my studio later so we can hash this shit out in person? Right now, you should get some rest.
Actually, I'm feeling oddly invigorated suddenly. I think I'm good for more exposition if you are.
Can't say I'm surprised, but no.
Have I caught you at a bad time?
No, but there's an election coming up, and my work as the political operative is going to be absolutely essential for the fate of humanity.
I see. Wheels within wheels, I assume.
There are always wheels. Wheels are everywhere. They aren't my wheels or yours. The wheels don't have owners or designers, but they do have caretakers. They won't keep turning on their own without someone to grease the mechanism.
What a burden it must be to recognize oneself as the sole machinist of reality itself.
It's a curse, but somebody's got to do it. Save your strength. Come to my studio when you're feeling up to it. Goodbye.
Dirk hangs up without waiting for a reply. He cracks his neck and tips down his shade so that he can appreciate the full brunt of the sunset. Purple and orange, blending brilliantly on the horizon. She's right about him, he thinks. While his actor daughter views herself as having a somewhat deft, artistic hand that lends itself naturally to a gentle push-and-pull style of influence, Dirk knows his methods are mechanical, like those of an engineer. There's nothing adaptive or interpretive about his method. Every piece has a purpose, a slot, an interlocking mechanism that is functionally pointless without the whole. Dirk, satisfied with this moment of particularly astute self-reflection, rocks back on his heels and launches himself into the sky.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
I just noticed you weren't sharing your screen by the way.
Oh shit. Listen, buddy.
Not that it really matters. I just
It just force of habit should be the thing.
I mean, it's, just so I know when you click the next page type stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah. John zapped your final destination. Excuse me.
Final destination.
Already?
That's
we're in
way
epilogue
faster
1
than we were all expecting.
What's meat about? If this is happening in epilogue 1, what's gonna happen?
This is a weird way to play Smash Bros. Going straight to Final Destination. That's not how you're supposed to do that.
No, I mean, there's a big Smash League that only plays Final Destination maps.
It's a very good point, my friend.
Where the hell are you?
Where the hell are we? I can't see shit.
Shh. It's
Dave.
dark. Not like someone turned the lights out dark. More like someone destroyed the concept of light at its very source dark. It's the darkness that fills up your skull. Jake put this more eloquently, as always.
By golly, it is indeed dark as fuck.
Who's Roxy?
Depends who's in this panel. I want to be CALIBORN'S, so you can be Roxy.
Okay. Shh! Jade breaks off from the group. She moves through the air gracefully, ears twitching as she sniffs through space like a bloodhound. There, she exclaims, and points down, all the way down. Look down. All the way down beneath you, there's a light source, gray, focused, like a spotlight, except that it's folded over the curvature of space beneath it. At the center of it stands teenage Lord English. Yeah, we kind of seen the gray focus spotlight thing. That's Remember from...
Yeah, is this the stage that we're thinking about?
Yeah, I think this is like the area the stage is in, but not the stage yet.
Well, how are we doing this so fast? It's supposed to happen at the end of Meat.
What? I mean, it's supposed to happen in Epilogues, is all I heard.
That was my assumption.
That was my assumption. That was my assumption as well. But, like, if this happens right now, then what's going to happen in the rest of this fucking story?
That's what I was about. Is this epilogue going to end with them murdering Lord English? Not Lord English, but you know what I mean. Caliborn, same difference.
Well, remember what happens in Masterpiece Theater, not in like the Caliborn's Masterpiece Theater
like they lock him up in that thing.
No, he locks the kids up in the thing.
Oh shit! Is that what's happening here?
Because they went to do Caliborn. Caliborn was, after a while, it was like, oh right, after a while, you know, like I managed to get the best of them. I sealed them away in the weapon thing. We saw like Gamzee dead for some reason.
And then later on, they got murdered. Is this the part where that happens, where they get locked in?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, because they all zapped to Caliborn. He's like, even though I knew I was expecting it, like they still took me by surprise, but I managed to, you know, seal them away. And then they came out of the weapon at the end of the comic in Act 7. We didn't see it, but you know, when it popped out,
so what are we gonna do?
They came out to kill Lord English.
Are we just never gonna hear from John again after this?
Well, I assume we're gonna. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. I assume the end of Meat, or like at some point after this, we're gonna see the final battle with Lord English again and see what happens after Act 7 ended. But that feels like a finale thing. So is there gonna be other stuff like in between this and the finale where John's just not there, or
I guess we'll just have to read it and figure it out.
Yeah. At the center of it stands teenage Lord English, all decked out in his ostentatious god-tier jammies. Gamzee's there too, for some unfathomably stupid reason.
It's always Gamzee.
It's a robot bunny chilling out on the top of a chest, looking cool and kicking its cute little bunny legs back and forth. You hope that neither of these unexpected dramatis personae will play a role in the coming battle, because it wouldn't feel right wailing on either of them at this point. Lord English is holding something that looks like a little cow. It's definitely a little cow, and Lord English is definitely waltzing around with it in his little spotlight in the middle of the nowhere, swinging the puppet around by both its floppy arms. Well, rather, he was waltzing around. He stopped the moment you looked at him. So, yeah, because I remember Lord English became part, because Caliborn merged with Little Cow.
Yeah.
And
but that hasn't happened yet.
And Arqueus Sprite somehow, right?
Yeah, but that happens like during this fight, I think.
I think so, yeah.
That's weird.
All right. And then, behold your adversary.
What was Caliborn's voice again? It was some bullshit. I just can't remember.
Well, I did, who the fuck are you?
That's what I was about to do. It was like something like, who the fuck are you? Or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe not so aggressive. I'll figure it out.
I think Caliborn's a very aggressive person, Jack.
That is true. I think I'm right on the money here.
You simply refuse to answer his question. Instead, you do something much better. Something that'll make both his inevitable fate and your regard for his character incontrovertibly clear.
Give him a thumbs down.
Oh my god, flashbacks to the fucking was it Act 7 or was it Collide? No, it was Collide, right?
Yeah, I think it was Collide.
Yeah, not Act 7, Collide, X6, where Hussie just thumbs down Lord English. You thumbs down. Oh no, that was after.
I can't remember.
That was after Act 6, but before Act 7. It was like those single panels, you know? Like it wasn't a flash.
I remember that.
That's actually what it
was.
Yeah, thumbs down. It's a textbook thumbs down.
That's
better
so
actually.
Dramatic.
The kind you can't really teach. Lord English drops the puppet. For a moment he looks shocked, maybe even a little afraid, but it passes quickly. He starts laughing.
Never mind, I know who you are. It was foretold by the masterpiece I made when I was but a boy.
What?
Be quiet, I'll have you know that you just interrupted a groundbreaking interpretive art piece. It was the first of its kind, performed only once and made more valuable for its rareness.
Wow.
I said shut up, it's rude to talk through the overture. But don't worry, although you missed my very important dance demonstration, which was an unprecedented act of genius and not at all embarrassing, now you'll participate in something even more important. Oh shit, I remember that dance.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god, I remember it.
Yep. The young lord's face begins to distort. The unhinging of his jaw reverberates in the empty space. He laughs through the remainder of his nefarious soliloquy. which he has possibly prepared in advance for this moment.
I'm so glad I've gotten better at reading and I stutter so much less. Like, it just makes all these lines come off so much better. Like, they roll off the tongue a lot better. I don't know. By now, surely many have witnessed my masterpiece as it has circulated through the black veins of the dark web. Trillions have witnessed its majesty, haters and fools alike, and they have been rendered agog by my art virtuosity, my claimantship, and my wrestling moves. But now the time has come for everyone to shut up about how great my masterpiece was, and the time is now at hand.
His laughter turns into a low, cracked gurgle. It spikes towards you in waves. Distorts and pitches low. He is beyond pleased with himself and with the line he's about to deliver.
For you all to become my masterpiece. My voice is so messed up, it's like impossible for me to do good voices, so it's just like a lot of fucking blah.
Yeah, it's fair.
What the fuck?
Yep. Remember, you remember what I said right before we started this when you asked about the intro? Look at the time that.
To be fair, I told you. This is why I asked.
Look at the time.
This is why I asked.
I said we'll just do it, and then if it's only 30 minutes, then we'll just cut out the intro. Well, that was Epilogue 1.
Yeah, buddy.
What's gonna happen next? I don't know, man. I thought this was gonna happen like in Epilogue 8 or 7 or something, but
that was a lot faster than I thought it would be. I love CALIBORN as a character. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah. He's quite interesting.
It gives me weird nostalgia every time we read this stuff.
Hell yeah. With that being said, I think we'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to finally start Epilogue 2 of
Plug all our shit. Plug all our shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh
yeah, I forgot about plugging shit.
Plug all our shit.
If you enjoyed, please leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Subscribe so you don't miss these episodes come out in the future. Make sure you join our Discord because it's a lovely place to hang out, and you can also come there to scream at us about like why we haven't been uploading. And it's a cool, there's some really cool people there. Some of my best friends, specifically one person that I really enjoy. I met on Discord, but I've met a lot of lovely people on Discord. So come there, meet us, and hang out. And there's a great community. Also, Jay has a Twitter in the description that you can click on.
Hey, technically, it's your Twitter too.
Well, Jay's the one who's running the Twitter. That's agreed upon by both of us. There's also TikTok on there that I technically run, but I haven't touched in a very long time.
Anyway, anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it. Love you guys. See you guys next time.
Bye.